Abraham Lincoln ran for president in 1860. He nominated Hannibal Hamlin to be his vice president. But by the time he ran for re-election in 1864, Hamlin wasn't on the ticket. It's someone who you could argue wasn't even American, Andrew Johnson. To comprehend why Hannibal Hamlin was chosen in 1860 for vice president, you gotta look at the goings on. Yeah, the Democrats, of course, they nominated someone from the North. The Southern Democrats wanted to nominate someone from the South. So the Southern Democrats stormed out, created their own party, and split the Democratic ticket, so the Democrats couldn't win. Lincoln and the Republicans, in fearing that could happen to the Republicans, they nominated Abraham Lincoln from Illinois to be president and Hannibal Hamlin from Maine to be the vice president. You know, Abraham Lincoln won that election. He became the 16th president in American history. Hannibal Hamlin was sworn in as vice president. It's worth noting, Hamlin didn't like being vice president. No, just like most vice presidents, he thought it was boring. Interesting to note, he didn't want to be put on the ticket. He didn't know he was going to be put on the ticket. He didn't want to be put on the ticket. And yeah, he had to serve out, even though he didn't really want to be on the ticket. He found the job boring. The real reason Hannibal Hamlin was knocked off the ticket in favor of someone that nobody really liked was because the Civil War was ending, and Lincoln wanted to promote national unity. So, in favor of that, the Northern Republican chose a Southern Democrat for vice president, to show that the Southern Democrats, that they matter. Totally. And now, you might be thinking, well, poor Hannibal Hamlin, but at least he knew he was not going to be renominated. Right? No. Hannibal Hamlin had no clue that he was going to be renominated. Sure, he didn't want to be put on the ticket, but he still didn't know that Lincoln was going to drop him. He went into the RNC fully expecting him to be the nominee for vice president in 1864. However, he was shocked when he found out that Andrew Johnson was actually going to be the vice president for Lincoln, not him. And that made him pretty sad. He didn't like the job, but he was still pretty sad to not be renominated and lose his job. Now you know why Lincoln decided to not renominate Hannibal Hamlin and renominate one of the most hated men in American history, even at the time that he was living. Luckily for Hamlin anyways, he didn't have to see Andrew Johnson as vice president for much longer. Not because Johnson died or resigned or anything, it's because Lincoln died. But where the heck was his protection that night? You might want to click on the right to see that one.